Is that Liam Swan and Sam Mitchell from Team Death Battle?
Maybe. No. I'm going to lie and say no.
Yeah, it is. He's lying.
Wow.
I look
Okay.
scrungy today. Jeez, my hair's all toned up.
It's
Weird.
one of
happens.
those days.
It happens.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna get started because we have a lot to get through.
Wonderful.
But before we get there, I just want to say big thank you for being part of this show that so many of us love. Means the world.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for supporting us. I mean,
big thank you for giving us money.
Yeah.
Also, Liam, you're definitely on the wrong mic because it sounds like you're in like a tin box. Just saying.
There, how's that?
Oh, so much better. Thank you. That was gonna drive me crazy. Anyways, yeah. Please go ahead. You should.
Please, yeah.
I'm ready. Let's hear it.
All right. Let me set this up. Okay. Oh. Hold on. You weren't supposed to see that soon. Okay.
Well,
Connections.
Oh no. What do you mean?
They have things in common?
Okay. So.
All right.
Hey, I know him.
Yeah, you know him. Okay, so this call is being recorded.
Cool.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Hold on. We have to do this again, because apparently I don't have... There we go. Okay. For real this time.
Hell yeah.
For real this time.
I'm excited. I feel it.
Oh yeah, it's going.
It's happening.
Oh yeah, it's happening. Okay. So yeah, this call is being recorded. We won't be able to touch on everything involving this matchup because of time, but I do have a solution.
Yeah.
Yep.
At the end of the end of the pitch, which we will get to. All right. Hello, I am Dura, joined by Death Battle Riders Sam and Liam, and I am here to convince you why Featherine versus Mandrakk should be a death battle. Please save all questions until the end of the pitch. Thank you.
I already got so many.
Yeah. Spoilers for both series, especially Umineko, are inbound. You have been warned.
Yeah.
Before I get into the run of the pitch, though, I got a little something special I made.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah. House.
Robot. Man in wheelchair.
White guy. Love the Hollywood movie trailer version of Ode to Joy.
Oh,
just fantastic.
That Ode to Joy, like 110%, is used in a different movie trailer, and it's like, what? I can't remember what it is. Anyways, go on.
You could hear the gun reload.
Yeah. All right. So, before... we're doing this again. Okay, yeah. So, first off, I want to give some information on the characters. Not everything will be able to be gone over, but we'll go over the most important stuff. All right, let's get to it. Featherine Augustus Aurora is the witch of theater-going, drama, and spectating, the great head of the Witch Senate, the legendary Great Creator Witch, and the author of all existence. You may have heard of her name from the grapevine, how powerful she is, and how all of reality is nothing but a script that she can edit at will. But here's the thing a lot of people don't know. She actually shows up more often as something more mundane. Because she's a human, just like all the rest of us. Or, well, that's one of the Witch of Theater's roles, anyway. Ikuko Hachijo, quirky, famed mystery novelist living alongside her black cat named Castle, who is her own can of worms. Additionally, her partner in writing crime was a mysterious man who she met after running him over that she gave the name Toya. This was actually one Battler Ushiromiya, now with amnesia after his family was mysteriously slaughtered on the island of Rokenjima. What started off as a selfish indulgence of entertainment perhaps became something more. Because together, Ikuko and Toya would create stories based on the fragmented memories of his past. Something about a witch named Beatrice and a forgotten promise, as well as guiding Anji, Battler's younger sister, to finding her own truth. Featherine is the actualization of these ideas, written down by herself into Ikuko and Toya's stories. Her overwhelming control over the narrative and her command over the Overlord Cats, which fire universes, and her very existence, which permeates throughout the universe, is meant to be a symbol for the juggernaut of the never-ending journey to curb boredom and search for an answer of meaning to existence. So I say to you, children of man, there are many interpretations of the truth, and for Featherine that's no different. Was she once a girl who was not unlike all of us, betrayed and driven insane by her own truth, and left to fend for herself in the higher world of witches? Was she always some arrogant god who played with existence and the few who came to serve under her mercilessly? Or was she simply an author who wanted to give hope to the last remnants of a family who no longer had any? All of those interpretations are valid, and none of them are 100% certain. You cannot be sure of an answer until you have opened to see what's inside the box. And the answer to what happened on Rokenjima all those years ago will remain closed forever. Though perhaps, for the people who went through such a tragedy, that would be for the best. Now, Mandrakk, let's go. Long ago, after the events of the Crisis on Infinite Earths, which is an event I am sure you are very familiar with, the original monitor, Mar Novu, retreated into the depths of the Overvoid, the very source of creation itself. Here, he realized that a massive wound was inflicted on the Void, and thus to repair it, he subdivided himself into an entire race of monitors, whose purpose it was to study and monitor the multiverse to make sure balance was continued. The first of these new monitors was Dax Novu, the science monitor, the Radiant One. He was their leader, and he was the smartest among all of them. But soon, he went mad after discovering the truth about the monitors. They were parasites feeding off the multiverse's story, a sort of cosmic vampire. He tried to bring this to the attention of the other monitors, but instead he was reviled and hated by them all, leading him to seal himself away after constructing a massive thought robot which would defend everything after his inevitable rise. And rise he did. Dax Novu was dead. In his place was now only Mandrakk, the Dark Monitor. Through manipulating events to go his way and setting up Final Crisis, Mandrakk launched his attack on the multiverse, but he was stopped when a certain blue Boy Scout we all know and love by the name of Superman stood in his way. Both Supes and his alternate universe counterpart Ultraman's consciousness being funneled into the cosmic robot. In their battle, the monitors were next completely wiped out, several universes lay in ruin, and the thought robot was completely destroyed. But the multiverse was saved to see another day. The farm boy from Kansas did what he always did. He did the impossible. And that impossibility included even saving the most corrupted of gods. Mandrakk awoke in the Dark Multiverse, having been chained by Barbados, and revealed to have been used by the Great Darkness, the very concept of evil in the DC Multiverse. But after an encounter with a superhero team known as the Unexpected, Mandrakk was completely rewritten into feeding on the Dark Multiverse, now helping the heroes do their own work. Because what is one to do when faced with the inevitability of your story coming to an end? Easy. Write the to be continued. For even the end is just the start of a new beginning, a new hope. And now for connections. They are both plot-manipulating, prominent antagonists from metafictional stories which focus on themes of love, understanding, mystery, and the very meaning of storytelling. They are regarded as monsters by their own race, both feared and respected by them, while they sit in the shadows and let the events of the narrative unfold before they take center stage. They are sadistic and manipulative, actively looking to defile the story itself to appease an affliction they have. Despite both being leaders of their respective species, they have one minion in particular who they operate closest through, this being Burncastle and Roxogama, respectively. This minion shares many similarities with their master, being cold, calculating, and sadistic in their own right. Their goals of bringing destruction to everything place them in conflict with the main protagonist, who has a meta form of existence, along with the groups of these protagonists are a part of. The protagonist also represents an idea of hope which exists within the story, serving to counter Featherine and Mandrakk respectively. This causes their comeuppance, both being defeated through the power of hope. However, there is a key difference here in the fact that Featherine is only defeated because she comes to respect Bathor and Anji's resolve, while Mandrakk still despises everything having to do with Superman, even after his defeat. However, despite their initial pure evil exteriors, they are in truth tragic figures who fell from grace after discovering a truth about the way their universe works, realizing they were mere pawns in the schemes of the true God, which dictates the multiverse. Although they share similarities, there are notable contrasts here as well, mainly due to one fact. Featherine loves stories of hope, while Mandrakk absolutely despises them. Featherine represents the creativity of an author, while Mandrakk represents the oppression of that same creativity. Also, yes, they are indeed the funny ha-ha cosmic witch and the funny ha-ha cosmic vampire. As for the fight potential, despite both being commonly perceived as pure plot manipulators, they do have normal energy attacks that can bounce off of each other. Featherine has magic and her Big Bang firing cats, which can go up against Mandrakk's lightning blasts and eye beams. But indeed, there is a lot of plot fuckery involved. They complement each other quite well here too. Featherine's plot manipulation is all about the creation of stories and overriding the current story to her own whims, whereas Mandrakk feeds off of that story. Featherine can constantly be trying to one-up Mandrakk throughout the fight by overwhelming him with whatever she wants, while the Dark Monitor feeds off of the Witch of Theater's revisions to the story and draws power from it. This effectively makes the animation potential limitless. Another power clash that is perfect for these two. You could have Mandrakk try to probe through Featherine's mind and attempt to hijack the device she made to record her memories and personality. Because yes, she made one of those. Leading you to do some peak emotional interaction moments, which we will come back to. Next, you can explore how these things called truth statements would clash against Mandrakk's immortality. Okay, so a brief summary of these fucking things is that, okay, truths in Umineko are like the meta text of the novel weaponized, and they are used to enforce the user's perception of reality, or even their denial of that same reality, even extending to removing characters from the narrative itself. So, how does that bounce off of monitors being able to recover after being erased by the Overvoid, the origin of all story in the DC multiverse? Both of them have distinguished language and mannerisms, which leads to incredible banter potential. Featherine's arrogance with addressing Mandrakk like he's nothing to her, and Mandrakk's venom and contempt in how he mocks Featherine's weakness and hypocrisy on the nature of stories. They both have means to bring in an army as well. Have Mandrakk turn... Yep.
We're already over time, so I don't want to rush you, but we do need to hop to another one here in a minute.
Okay. Sounds good.
You can send this, and please do send this to deathbattleks@gmail.com.
Right.
That way we can like look at it fully through later, because it is very interesting, and I think I see a lot of what you're going for here, especially the whole like fulcrum of the fight being on hope and everything. Yeah.
Totally. I have known nothing about Featherine or Umineko, so getting a breakdown on her is really interesting. Because she's like one of the classic, like, this is the strongest character in fiction kind of characters.
It's like
like 90% of the context I have for her is that this is the strongest character in fiction.
And we'll save that. Okay, we're gonna skip because we're basically done with this almost. We'll just go through that. Emotional moments in my versus debater's favorite matchup. Okay, last section, pretty much. All right. So why this matchup? Well, When They Cry is a series that is highly requested to get onto Death Battle. Not only have some of the largest people in the community expressed an interest for getting it on, but you don't have to look any further than the commissions Brandon Yates and Darewolf Media have done to show that people do want this on the show, and for good reason. Peak fictional storytelling at its finest. It has themes of love, nuanced commentary on abusive familial relationships, and furthermore tackles the relationship between art and artist. It deserves a shot to get analyzed on the show. Featherine's probably the more popular character from the series to a general audience. She's the most popular character on the 7th expansion, or When They Cry wiki, and she's up here with the big boys on the Versus Battle wiki. Yeah. Also, it would be nice to give an opportunity, people who just know her as Versus Woman, to give them a deeper look into her character.
Show them the actual show, yeah. Sure. Okay, we do have to go. I'm sorry, but somebody's waiting on us. Please send this to deathbattlechaos@gmail though, so we can look at it.
That's fine. That would be perfect.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I think this is a very good like cosmic level battle. It makes sense. It's really fun.
Yeah. One quick thing. Don't mean to keep you. I have a doc compiling everything because I didn't get to go over all of it in the pitch.
Yeah, send it.
Yeah, there is a doc. It has everything, debate potential, music potential, other animation potential bits, the finer connections, all that. I'll be updating it from now and again. And yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, send it to Death Battlecast. Thank you so much. This is really great. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
You too.